Okay, just a minute here to check self, check camera, check. Alright. Okay, so we got our tarot storyboarding here in action. This is a first run through of the system that I created to use the tarot cards, considered a card game, which within the cards they're outlining the quote hero's journey, so it fits perfectly with storytelling and writing, which basically includes all of your favorite Hollywood and Netflix and Hulu and who knows what else stories on the market. So that's that. We're using the cards. Makes perfect sense. Now I'm finishing up the draw here. Okay, this is, I'll put these cards down to show you what we have so far. We have just finished the storyline. Okay, so we start with the introduction will be the Ace of Swords here. We're going to get into the meeting, so I'm just writing them down and taking notes on the cards that are drawn. The Ace of Swords here. The rising action is the Two of Coins. The climax is the Moon. Major Arcana. Climax is an important part of the story. So that's cool. Moving on. The resolving action, the resolution, builds from the Four of Swords, and what we have to get now is the actual solution. Okay, so I wanted to do that live when we got back together to finish this up. Okay, so we've already drawn cards for the rest of the storyboarding, such as the theme. The solution is the Page of Cups. Pretty cool. Pages are the number 1, but don't need to write that down. Okay. I have one little part here that I said any notes that need to come out about the story. So I just kind of want to shuffle, and in case I want to have some, I might have a number in my head. Like, I want 1 or 2 of them to come out for that. Me, I would, sure, 1 or 2 of them to come out. Whatever comes out in one little swoop as notes. Notes, things to consider during the creation of this story that we are currently storyboarding through the tarot. Use your judgment on how you choose cards. I let them fly out into my hands personally and currently. So we have the Six of Swords, which can be considered several different things from several different people here. Okay, that's notes. Note something to consider, I suppose, in the story, the creation of the story. And finally, last but not least, but most importantly, the title of this story. Okay, I need to see what happened here because there's a couple of other cards coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards on the title. That's fantastic. Okay. I honestly don't know how this is going to play out. Maybe as 3 options for the title because it's important to have a working title. I like that. So 3 cards because it's important to have a working title. The first card was the Tower. That's a major arcana. Look how dramatic of a title that could be. Inspirational too. The Tower, which is number XVI, 16. The second one. Okay, so 3 of them. However they end up being used, even in case it's just a working title. The Five of Wands. And then third, the King of Cups. Okay, so the we have working titles here. That's awesome. The whole thing is to be able to go through and then interpret it from here. So this is going to take a portion of time here that we can work together on and see what we have to work with. Okay, so where would you like to start? I think we have the title there, and the moral of the story has to do with the hermit. We could start with the moral of the story, which some might consider kind of comes at the end. We have the setting as the Empress, which was jokingly said at your mom's house. Setting's going to be at your mom's house because the Empress sort of represents the mother figure. That was just a joke, but that's the setting. We can work into that. The Hierophant is the conflict. It's a great conflict, easy one. It's institutional stuff, but will be fun to work into. We have our characters being the group of people around, I called them the chorus as Temperance. We have the sidekick as, or the side character as the Chariot, and the antagonist as the Four of Coins, with the protagonist, the main character, as the Seven of Cups. Anybody interested in exploring the characters? Let's go ahead and go to this part. And anybody interested in exploring the storyboard? We can go ahead and, the storyline, we can go ahead and go to this part.